All right, guys, good morning. It's 10 a.m. I know that's pretty late for most people. I usually wake up at around 9 or 10 a.m. I don't have a set time. Gonna shower right now. All right, so I just finished up showering. I am ready for the day. I'm gonna go and get my coffee right now. I'll show you guys a little bit of the house. Actually, my last video, if you haven't seen it, I've done a house tour. So you can see the full all parts of my house in case you're interested. But right now I'm gonna head to the living room. This is the living room. Now the million-dollar question is the sun out today? Because when the sun is out, it's the most beautiful. So you guys can see the sun right there. Really, really nice day. So I always put my coffee in a weird glass like this. I learned it from my girlfriend. She always makes coffee and I was like, okay, this looks pretty convenient. So let me try this. So, and then I always use blonde espresso from Starbucks in this. And then that's my morning fuel. So today, I have some plans lined up. So first, I'm gonna be making sure that my next YouTube video is being edited. I recorded it yesterday, it was really, really great. It was the house tour of this villa. Second, I'm gonna be working on ads. We're gonna be launching 3 different ad campaigns for my company. It's my B2B company where I help coaches and consultants because we just launched a low ticket offer called Build Your Sales Team, which I truly think is an incredible offer. It's only $1. In a moment here, I'm gonna show you guys how I feed my dog Noko. He gets like legit even better quality food than me, which I'll show you guys in a bit here. So coffee is ready. I always put like 1 big ice cube in, and then I put this in as well. And then I am a certified Starbucks girl. I'm just kidding. But my coffee's ready, so just gonna let that get ready for like a minute here, and then I'm gonna give my dog some food. So let me show you guys. All right, so you guys can see my favorite drinks right here. This is Noko. It's actually what I named my dog after. And then here I have his food, which my lady always preps for him. I've got an incredible girlfriend. She's such a great caretaker. And then he knows I got his food. Settle. Settle means go into your little bed right there. Then I put it right here. And then he's a very disciplined gentleman. And he has to give me a shake first. Shake. Oh, normale shake. Shake. Yeah, okay. Eten. And then he gets his food. I don't know if you can see it, but my dog, Noko, he already finished his plate before I even got to sit down. So he was very, very hungry. I'm gonna be working on a couple of things right now. First thing I'm gonna do is chat with my team. Second, I'm gonna see how my YouTube video is performing that I posted yesterday. It is the sharing my $8 million investment portfolio. And the reason why I wanna see how it's performing is because I wanna make sure that the value I'm providing to you guys is good, you're learning from it, you like it. Then I'm gonna see how many new customers we enrolled into the Build Your Sales Team. Then from there, I'm also gonna be doing just a couple of other miscellaneous things, working some projects like I noted down. So I'm gonna do some work right now, and then I'll be chatting with you guys on what I'm gonna be doing next and take you further through my day, and then most likely get into the stocks somewhere in the next parts here of this video. All right, guys, so it's true. I spent $1.7 million in USD on stocks. And I'm gonna have a bit of a specific structure with this because I wanna make sure that you get as many takeaways as possible from this part of the video. Now, I'm gonna go through 4 parts. So first I have why I got into stocks, how I got into stocks, how it's going so far, and then what I recommend, okay? So why I got into stocks is because I wanted to put my cash to work as one. Second, Trump being elected president, I see it as an incredible period for the next 4 years for not only the stock market, also the crypto market and many other markets. So that really, drove me to take action. And also because I'd say this is probably the biggest one. My goal is to get to $100 million net worth. And I'm not gonna get there by just making active income, all right? So those are the reasons. Now, how I got into stocks was basically just researching different investment vehicles. And stocks is the one, after a lot of research, that resonated with me the most. Now, I'm not gonna go over, why I recommend stocks particularly over real estate, crypto, and all these other investment vehicles. That's for a different day. But how I got into it was basically just, comparing all these investment vehicles. And then second, I also saw one of my friends who was doing really great with stocks, and he explained a little bit to me. And after I understood the logistics and how simple it really is, I got into stocks. I'm gonna show you how it's going so far. All right, so I have 1.8 million right now. I'm using the Interactive Brokers broker. It's been a really good experience so far. Basically, you use a broker to deposit your funds onto it so you can buy stocks in the stock market. And then they basically, give you an incredible interface and overview of your stocks, how they're performing, a lot of news. There's so many features you can use. So I made a 700K deposit, 500K deposit, and another 500K deposit. Then I bought into these stocks you are seeing right now. So right now, my biggest winner is Tesla, then Reddit. So you can see right here in my total profit in the last 2 weeks, because I got into stocks like 2 weeks ago, my profit is really high. It's 100K in 2 weeks. But look, I also shared it on my Instagram yesterday. I was asking people like, what would you do? And everyone said hold for the long term. And that was funny to see, because I expected more people to like say, pull it out and enjoy. So it goes to show like you guys have a similar mindset and love seeing that. And for me too, my intention is to hold for the long term. Going into what I recommend for beginners, right? So I'd say it's worth to get into stocks if you can put cash on this side. I'd say you should have two things. You should have a minimum cash buffer that you never go below on. So I'd say it's worth to get into stocks if you can allocate like 10K into it. So first determine what kind of cash buffer minimum you want to have for yourself, for peace of mind, business expenses, personal expenses, so you always are covered. A little bit of an emergency fund. If you have those 4 things, let's say that's 100 grand for you, great. I say everything that overflows, put it into stocks. Now, if you don't have a lot of time to research, you're like, Bass, I love what I'm seeing and I'm actually really curious, but I don't know anything, because I got that question a lot. I'd say do this. Just get into an index fund and go to Google, type in S&P 500, one stock one. You'll see the last 20, 30 years of the S&P 500 and the returns it's generated, and you can see that it's always been consistent, and everything added up, it's always given a 10% return every single year. It's one of the most safe index funds in the entire world. Now look, it can also decline in a full year, but at the same time, you've got so much like low volatility in the whole index fund, because it's always being monitored, and also it's always proven to, in the end, give upside. So if you hold for the long term, just get an interactive broker's account, deposit 10K, put it into the S&P 500. Then whenever you get time, do some research, and then later you can get into individual stocks, which are a little bit more risky, but also provide way more yield, just like my Tesla has done for me. So that's what I recommend for beginners. So to recap, have a minimum cash buffer that you feel comfortable with. Then from there, anything that overflows, just put it into a broker account, and then you can do one or two things. Invest into index funds. There's 3 that I'm actually in myself, and maybe you saw on my screen. S&P 500, I am in the MSCI, which is basically businesses overseas. S&P 500 is more American businesses. And then I'm also into the NASDAQ, which is more in the technical sector of the market. But it's really important, and what I've learned so far is you should only pick companies that you truly believe in. Belief is not only the determining factor of why you should get into a company. You can do a lot of different like trades, right? You can do event-driven trades, you can do swing trades, day trades. I'd say just keep it simple. Hold for the long term. There's only 2 things you should do. It's a fundamental analysis, learn how to do that of a company. And then also just make sure that you should only invest into companies you believe in, right? Like, so I use Reddit on a daily basis. I am a customer of NVIDIA. I use Tesla, right? So there's all these things that I truly believe in and I'm now invested in. So don't just FOMO into things that are going up high. Obviously, after you research and more knowledgeable, you can, but that's what I recommend to beginners, okay? And again, not financial advice. I hope that was insightful, and then I'm gonna be taking you through the rest of my day, all right? All right, guys, so just wrapped up some work, and right now I'm gonna go outside with my dog because he's very excited to play. Always, before my first meal, I have this shake, and there's a form of probiotics in it. It's just a good supplement, just good for your health, and I always use it to break my fast. All right, so party time. I have the ball right here, which is his favorite shake right here. You can see in the mirror, he's ready to go. He's jumping on me. You can do that whole day, it's crazy. So, going outside. All right, so now it's 8 p.m., it's workout time. And then at the end, I wanna share something for all coaches, entrepreneurs that are like trying to build their personal brand, and something that helped me really get on track, because last year I attempted, as many of you know, to go hard on YouTube. I invested $90,000 into a program and it didn't work out. And I'd say partially it was the program, but largely in the core it was me. The commitment was just not there. And after my workout, I'll talk to you guys about why I believe that was, and what I believe is incredibly fundamental if you want to be here in the game for the long term, and what I'm doing every single day that no one, and this is not some BS to keep you up until the end of the video, this is really what no one is almost talking about. So stick till the end and I'll share with you what it is. All right, guys, amazing workout. I'm in the sauna right now with red light, as you can see. But yeah, look, I wanted to come on and really talk about something that I wish a mentor told me a year ago, even 2 years ago. And that is that character is everything. You know, so many people, including myself, like I tried to build my personal brand last year. And the reason why it didn't work out is because I was not the person in private that I desired to be in public. For the last 3 months, I've been incredibly locked in, you know, with my diet, my workouts, my habits, reserving my dopamine always to good, healthy levels. So my energy is, you know, tip top, it's on point. And I feel so many people like they try and come on to camera, follow a script or try to be someone they're not. But look, people can see through you, man. People are smart. If you want to be a leader, then in private, you have to be a leader. Especially if you want to attract entrepreneurs, sophisticated folks, or even like the everyday person, like you gotta live what you preach, man. And if there's, you know, like some trauma, some bad habits, some whatever you gotta work through that first before committing to building a brand, because otherwise you're just not going to be consistent. You're not going to be fully authentic in your videos, and your energy too will not be optimal. So that's one of the biggest things that I got on lock, and with that I've been loving making these videos so much. It's actually incredible. You know, I was playing a lot of video games up until 3 months ago, and that seriously, I would have to stay in bed an extra hour just to restore my dopamine, not even to a healthy level, just to be at a functional level. And I didn't realize the impact it had on myself, on my business, on my goal to build a personal brand. And too, like I was telling myself, well, why not just enjoy this? This is great, this is fun, right? Like, why would I pick the hard thing? The hardest things bring the most true fulfillment. Artificial dopamine does not. It doesn't last. As a matter of fact, it stacks depression up until to a point where you're forced to change with a lot of pain. And the pain is good. That's the pain I had to feel to get where I am now. So guys, if you want to build a personal brand, you want to be a great entrepreneur with 2025 around the corner, you can no longer be half the person you claim to be and half the person just kind of being whatever and an accumulation of comfort. That's what I wanted to come on. So look, the bottom line is this. If you want to build a great personal brand, if you want to be a great leader in your business, not even a personal brand, you got to start in your private life and understand what your goal is, who you want to become, carve out your identity on paper and go be that person and take actions in alignment to it. And the hardest part is actually doing it, right? And that just takes pain, discipline, consistency, all the cliches. So yeah, I could drag on longer. So let me know if you guys find this topic interesting, because I may even make a specific video around it. But with that being said, I really feel that maybe someone needs to hear this today. Like, you're trying to build your brand, it's not working out, no one's engaging with you. It's this. And that's the thing, once you're in this identity that I currently feel I'm in, and by no means am I perfect, you know, but right now I'm at a point where I'm not seeking validation. I'm just enjoying this. And I know people will love this, you know, and even if they don't, man, I'm having a blast. And I genuinely am. So that's the message I wanted to share. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to enjoy my sauna, sweat up, and yeah, see you guys in the next one.